Thank you for joining us for this New Horizons webinar. I am Miroslav Kucka and I am General Manager of New Horizons Prague and Bratislava. A few words regarding New Horizons. I promise this is only one slide about New Horizons. New Horizons is the largest international network of more than 300 training centers. We operate more than 2,000 classrooms with almost 2,500 instructors in 70 countries and delivering 3 million student days of training per year. What we are of value for our customers is that we are providing flexible, innovative learning methods. For more information about New Horizons, please visit our pages newhorizons.cz or newhorizons.sk, and you can choose all information you need, or please contact us at New Horizons Prague. This webinar is going to be presented by one of New Horizons' leading technical and security instructor, Peter Gubarevich. And today's agenda has 3 points. First, and the main point is Peter will execute and discuss with you several practical ethical hacking attacks, and then he wants to tell you how you can benefit from attending the Certified Ethical Hacking course if you plan to do this. With that being said, let's go on and pass to Peter to let him say what he is going to present today. Peter.
Okay, hello everyone. Well, I have decided to show you something special today, and this is part of our exam. It's not like the CEH exam, but this is an assessment students take by the end of the course. And I think this could be something interesting to you. So, as you probably know, I'm from Latvia, so I'll speak English, and I guess you understand the language. And, okay, so I will switch to my desktop to present you, just a minute, to present you this exercise. So I'll present my desktop. Yes, let's begin. Okay. So please tell me if you see my desktop. Just in case you don't see it, tell it, because the whole presentation should be presented from my desktop, yeah? So tell me if you see all the text and if everything is clear, and then I'll begin. Anyone?
There's a presentation with, there's a problem with loading.
Still loading, yeah?
Yeah, but
okay.
I guess it is something related to our network. Probably I would need to go to VPN to see.
Okay. Anyway, this will present
here we go.
In the record. Okay. So in this scenario, the hacker connects his computer to the network, and something happens in this network, and you don't know what. So hacker connects 2 virtual machines, and one machine is Kali Linux and another one is Windows 8, both packed with hacking tools. Well, so say for Windows 8, okay, let's synchronize desktop and tell me if you see my Windows 8 desktop. I will launch few tools from my machine. Okay. So the first tool is can enable. Maybe you have some hacking experience and you already know what the tool is. So this is packet capturing software. Okay, so I have connected my PC to some unknown network, and I will discover what happens in these networks. So I'm switching to sniffer, I'm clicking host, activate promiscuous mode. Everything of this is discussed in hacking course. Okay, let me discover what's inside. By using plus sign, I scan my network and I discover 5 hosts in this network. Okay, actually 6 hosts, because this Windows 8 also is connected to the network, and one of this is my Linux machine. Let me check my Kali for ifconfig. So in this ifconfig, I see that my IP address is this 172.16.0.101, and this is good. So this is my Linux machine, and I understand this. So I have some network of 4 interesting machines, and let me try to hack them. First of all, I will scan ports with nmap. So I'm launching the nmap, and I will scan all the machines one by one. Say some 172.16.0.203, and this can be some quick scan. Let's be intense scan to show everything. I mean all the open ports and the port services, and you will see it. While it's scanning, if you do not see my desktop, please tell me. If you do not understand something, just please tell me. So, by the way, the nmap has scanned the ports on my victim machine, which is 203, okay, and discovered a bunch of ports. And now nmap scans each and every port to discover services, like for instance, what is port 445 TCP? What's that? Okay, we know that this is probably file shares, probably CIFS. Okay, maybe. And service scan will show it. Or say port 53 TCP. Could be DNS server. Okay, maybe. Or port 111. What is this? This is not something default, and you will see what's that. So let's wait for a little bit while it's scanning, and now it shows something. Okay, I'll open the full screen. Come on. Sometimes hacking is a game, just a game. You connect your PC to the network, you scan around, you test ports, and you will see everything is open or unprotected, or see that everything is protected except something small part of. And you try to play this game to overcome all the security measures. Okay, now it's done. So let's check the services, and there is something interesting to me. Okay, at least I see that this is DNS server and this is POP3 server. Oh yes, this is non-default port, and this is SMTP NetBIOS. Okay, this is good. I have scanned this machine. Now I have some point of attack to begin with. By the way, I will continue. Okay, say with the same key. Now I understand that this machine is POP3 server and someone is reading email. Okay, so now I'm switching to APR, and I will execute ARP spoofing attack, this time from Windows. So I will add this machine as a victim and all other victim machines, and I will intercept traffic between all the machines, all other victims, and this POP3 server. And I will wait for packets. This may take for a minute. Now I'm just simply discovering if there is something happens in this network. And I will see the traffic between hosts if something happens. And again, this is the part of our exam. So students will do the same. You don't see all the virtual machines that are running on my machine. They are inside, but you need to discover, oh yes, I found something. So there are packets between the machine which IP address is 208 and this 203. That's cool. Also 9 packets between 07 and 203. Well, actually, I forgot to show you something. I have reconfigured kn.pop3. Oh no, not reconfigured yet. Okay, change TCP ports 111 because I have discovered this information from Nmap. Now I'm ready to continue attack. Now I see that something happens and machines 07 and 0203 communicate. I will wait for packets again and I expect to capture some password. Oh, it's done. It's done. Sorry, it's done already. So I have captured the username, the password, because it's sent in clear text. On hacking course, we discuss vulnerable protocols and how to execute ARP spoofing attack and execute man-in-the-middle attack to capture information. This time you see that something happened like this. Someone was checking email and I have captured his credentials. That's cool. Someone else is surfing this network. Okay, this is another issue. It's like Kane is also able to capture SMB passwords. You can use them to log on to victim machine. Okay, that was the first exercise. If this is good or not, this depends. Oh, now what? Once again. Well, I can stop this attack. So now you see 2 attacks in a row. ARP spoofing attack, when I'm capturing traffic between 2 machines, and this is called man-in-the-middle attack. And my payload this time, and my business value, is captured credentials for POP passwords. Now I can log onto that machine and continue investigation. I can hack into administrator account and so on. But that was just a part of this exercise. I do not want to show you all the details for this exercise to make it a little bit harder for you to pass the assessment. Okay, now another exercise. That's not enough. As you might see, there are more machines in this network. For instance, 208, which I also want to scan. And I will discover open ports. By the way, if you have any question about previous exercise, just ask me, okay? Or maybe comment. In real life, it was like in some hotel, I have connected to wireless network and just for fun began capturing traffic between the router and all the computers I have discovered inside. And I have captured a lot of email credentials like this. Well, now I'm scanning the machine 208, and this should be something interesting, and because all the ports are closed, are filtered. That means the machine is firewalled, but you see that machine exists, and you see that machine produces some traffic. Okay, well, this is some failure about this machine. It's behind the firewall, and I will learn this network again to discover how to get through this firewall. Okay, another machine, 212, let's scan it. And now we will see something interesting again. I'm expecting to see a lot of ports. Of course, yes, a lot of interesting ports. Okay, now tell me, okay, if you want to tell something, which ports are interesting of all of this. Okay, I will tell it. Anyway, 80, and this is web server. Okay, SMB. Okay, SQL. Okay, this is SQL and web. Probably I could try to execute SQL injection. And the only issue is Okay, let's navigate to this website. HTTP 172.16.02.12. Nothing, because I do not know the host header, and I need to scan the network and capture traffic to discover host headers. Okay, anyway, now I see that something happens, that this is the web server, it exists. It's enough with nmap. I'm continuing with Kane, and now I will capture the traffic between this web server, which is this one, and all possible victims. And I will wait until some victim will produce some traffic, and then I will capture this traffic and discover what's inside. At this time, I'm just checking which exactly user or machine is producing traffic to the web server. This may take up to a minute. In real life, hacking will take hours and days. So this lab simulates some kind of user work, so to make it easy for you. But oops, I'm not capturing. So sorry, now I'm capturing. Okay. But in real life, you may spend weeks in real hacking, and we will discuss this during all the course. How hacking is performed step by step. Okay, we have some question, probably not. Oh, one more participant. Okay. Well, I'm waiting for my traffic. Oh yes, it's done. I have captured some traffic between two machines, and this is 212 and 208. Well, okay, now I'm switching back to my Linux and will attack from Linux, and you will see why. Okay. So in Linux, I will execute RP spoofing attack. RP spoof and target 172.16.02.12, and I will substitute MAC addresses for another machine, 172.16.02.08. That's one way, and RP spoof command which will spoof MAC addresses and IP addresses the other way. Well, basically it's ready. Yes, yes. Now all the traffic, yes, it's spoofed and comes from my Linux machine. Okay, now I want to see what web traffic does it produce. So I will launch some additional program, mendmill proxy, with few parameters, and you will see it. This program will show me all the web traffic that comes between two machines. Okay, we will just wait for up to a minute and you will see it. Yes, this software listens for port 8080, but I have patched IP tables to redirect this traffic to 8080 from 80. And I'm expecting this to work. I will just, oh yes, yes, yes. And this is good, this is good. I really like it. Now you see this get from HTTP, and this is really funny. Now I know the URL, and let me try to open this URL. I will navigate to this website from my hacking machine. So this is gonna be HTTP freew windows nt.lv real home. I really expect this to work. Oh yes, login ASPX. Of course, I can continue hacking, like I will wait for user logins, but this will take some time. Okay, I will also stop my attack because could be I'm breaking the communication between clients. Oh yeah, this is some website. Now you see, when I try to navigate to this website by IP address, I get nothing. When I have captured the traffic and discovered the host name, host header, and that's cool. Now I know what people are looking on this website. This is not enough for me. I want to check something more. Let me go back just a little bit. I was a little bit wrong when closing this program. I will show you something more. Okay. No actual question for me at the moment, so I will wait for traffic again just a little bit. I will show you what's inside the packet. This should be something interesting. Oh yes, I will open this get to see what's inside, and the information which is interesting to me. This is Windows NT 6.1, which is Windows Server 2008 R2. That's cool. And this is Firefox 27. This is also interesting information for me. So now I know even more. I know which website user visits. I know his browser version. Okay, that's cool. Let me stop this attack. I will attack it in a little different way. I will substitute my own DNS for them. Okay, any question for me? No. So I will execute DNS spoofing. And now I know that DNS for this machine is a little bit different. It's 203 because this is DNS server. So I will spoof the communication between 203 and 208 machine, both directions. Yes. Now I'm spoofing DNS client and DNS server communication. I will also update this text file which I have prepared right before this presentation, and this is my Linux IP address. Let me check if this is like that. If config, yeah, this is my if config, and I will spoof this name, this DNS name in particular. Okay, let me try. DNS spoof. The file should be file is located on my desktop. No. Yes, this should be 0, as I might remember. This should be. This is required. File should be. Let's see if I was correct in this case. While I'm waiting, yeah, I see no technical questions yet. Okay. Now you see that this record appeared, and this client has requested from this server this name, but I'm expecting some other client which is 208 to connect to my machine. Yeah, this could be one more potential issue which I want to fix right now. Now I'm removing my port 80 redirection and expect my victim to receive spoofed DNS name resolution response, and I will put my IP address instead of real to this client. Well. I will check if I'm correct in this case. Sometimes I mix syntaxes between Windows and Linux. Let's check it on that. Actually, I will show you what happens on client machine. This is not interesting for me. The attack is not launched. That's cool. I have some 2008 machine which runs here. And connects to my website. Okay, I found my mistake, my little mistake. That was not DNS server for this machine. In our real exam, we attack that secondary DNS server and modify DNS records manually. So I was about to do it in shortcut and quick way, but failed. So now I'm expecting this machine to receive my hacked DNS response. Yeah, now it works. Yeah, so my little mistake was that in 2008 server I put the wrong DNS server in here. Now it's okay. So while it's working, it's okay. I'm not touching this client, and let's check what Linux is. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to see. So in this scenario, DNS client was connected to DNS server, but taking into account that the DNS client and server communications are spoofed by using ERP spoofing, I have run DNS spoofing on top of this spoofing, ERP spoofing, and now I'm supplying the victim with faked DNS responses. Okay, this is good, this is okay. Now I'm ready to begin with Metasploit. Any technical question? No. So Metasploit is really interesting thing. Is the framework, is the constructor of exploits, and you will see it right now. So I know that client visits some particular website. Okay. I also know that client is running some particular version of Firefox, which has some specific vulnerability. Okay. I have some exploit for this vulnerability. And this exploit designed for multiple operating systems. This is for browser, and this is Firefox. Let me check how many exploits I have for Firefox. Some exploits. Okay, I will choose this one, web idle injection. This exploit exploits some particular vulnerability in Firefox and executes the code of hacker's choice. So I will select my target, and in my scenario, this is gonna be Windows machine. So set target 1. Okay, show options. I will configure my Linux to be the web server, and I will overtake this communication from victim, from real web server to my machine. Okay, set server port 80. Yes. Set URI path, that was real home. Probably yes, real home, as we might remember. Yes, payload. Payload is my virus which I will put into exploit. Exploit just simply executes the vulnerability, and that's it. But I need to put my virus, my shell, or something else, something which is valuable for me, into this vulnerability, into the door opened with exploit. So this is going to be Windows targeted exploit. Windows Metasploit, famous command shell for hackers, reverse TCP. This command shell will connect back to me by using TCP connection. There are a lot of options. Show me which ones. My exploit is able to connect back to hacker machine by using IP version 6, by using HTTP requests, by using HTTPS or even DNS. It's enough for me with normal TCP connection. Now I have added a few options, and this is listening host. Set all host of my Linux machine. Port it's okay. Let's give it a try. Exploit. So I have compiled my exploit, put a virus inside, and I will wait for spoofed connection from the victim to my Linux machine. This may take up to a minute again. Oh, now I see I'm sending response, and I have the sessions. I will interact with the session number 1. I'm inside. Get process ID to 2160. Oh. And I will list processes. Get process ID. I'm sorry, I forgot the command of processes. PS. Okay, I'm inside the Firefox, so I will migrate to Explorer XZ, which is great. 27 to 27. Because I know that my victim will close the browser very quickly. Well, that's why I have migrated my injected DLL into Explorer XZ. And I expect to receive this connection. Oh yeah. The issue is that user restarts the browser too quickly. So I have lost my connection. I'm into this Metasploit. Okay, that's cool. PS, yeah, session died. So, well. User is reconnecting too quickly. Sessions interact free. Yes. Migrate. Yes, finally. Now I'm located into ExploreXZ executable, and that's it. I don't care about Firefox anymore. I'm inside. PS. Yeah. I'm somewhere inside. Now, was it really ExploreXZ? Yeah, should be. Okay. Load Mimikatz. What else? Of course. I expect you to know what Mimikatz is. Another session opened. Yes. Well, let's receive the credentials of Systems Administrator, TS package. Well, this is my payload. This is the password of administrator, which is kept in memory in a local security authority subsystem in clear text. Why that? Because terminal server package DLL requires it in clear text to use single sign-on to remote desktop servers. I expect you to know what remote desktop is and single sign-on is. Well, this is good. Now I have the administrator password, but this is not exactly what I want. First of all, let me stop my attack of ERP spoofing. It's enough. I don't need no sessions anymore. No more sessions. I just want to see my Metasploit. That's it. I'm inside the Windows Server machine, which is behind the firewall. And now I have received the administrator privileges, administrator password, but the firewall doesn't allow me to communicate normally. So I will execute the command. CMDC shell add firewall set current profile state off. No. Execute dash file. Okay, like that. And now let me rescan this 2008 machine with nmap. Previously, all the ports were closed. Now let me check if the firewall is still working or not. This will take a minute. Show me something interesting. During the course, we discuss all the scanning types and properties and all the scanning possibilities, like okay, still filtered. You can't believe this. All ports filtered. This can be like that. Sometimes I just mix the syntax. Like that, cmd.exe. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Do you see this? And the firewall is not open, is not working anymore. And even better, now I can use remote desktop from my machine to connect to this hacked machine. Okay, why not? And that was 172.16.0208. And my name is administrator. And the password is Windows NT 2016. Let's see it all together. Just in general, for you to understand what have just happened, the user working on that Windows server was just simply surfing web, and that's it. And the hacker was connected to this network. He discovered that someone is using web. He discovered the host name. He discovered, oh yes, he discovered the browser version. He executed ARP spoofing, on top of which DNS spoofing, on top of which in Metasploit he has executed the exploit against Firefox and loaded Mimikatz to extract the password. And now he's using RDP. Am I attacking? No. So I expect it to open right now. Yes. And now I'm logged on to this machine, and I see that really someone is surfing web. Okay, this is not interesting. This is not interesting. It's done. It's done. I'm in, and this is the main controller, which is even better. So okay, again, I will not finish this exercise till the end. Let me show you what else we will discuss during the course. Tell me if you see my screen. This is the content of the course, and I will show you just a little bit. In case you have any technical question, just ask me, okay? Tell me if you see now the screen, just to be sure that we are synchronized. Anyone? Okay, I will wait for a minute to be sure you see my screen. Okay, this is the list of modules we discuss on the lecture. This is really big list because by the end there are 4,000, not 100, but 4,000 of pages, and 2,500 pages are the lecture, and 1,500 of pages are labs. During the course in Prague, everything we will do is labs from the beginning to the end. Not those labs you see. Like for instance, this assessment, this exam, part of which you have just seen, it's not the part of the course. This is something I created and I'm offering for students. So, and during the course, we will discuss how to scan the networks, how to enumerate shares, user accounts, other available data, groups, servers, how to perform system hacking like offline attack, or how to escalate privileges, for instance, from user to administrator, how to infect the victim with malware, with some virus, how to sniff networks, say how to hijack the session, like someone is surfing web and he's logged on and he has some cookie prepared. I will show you how to capture this cookie by using Wireshark and log on as this person to the web server. SQL injection, also a very interesting thing. You navigate to some website, you enter some specific string, and you see all the database. You see all the login names, all the prices, and client information and everything. So you see actually what we're going to discuss during this course. We will not be able to read everything. this is too much. 2,000 pages, this is too much. But I will show you my best about this one. How does it look like? Let me show you. Every student will receive the copy, his own digital copy of material, which is protected with digital certificate. I will present you such slides, and the material you will receive is like this one. Material courseware. Like for instance, like sniffing. It's not like simply slides and that's it. There are a lot of valuable material, a lot of text, and this is really big book. Also, if you want to see how labs look like, let me show you some lab. In this lab, you will have some directions like install this software, perform like sim flooding by using this command, and you will receive such a result, and that's it. Basically, I'm not authorized to show for public everything of this. You will see, now you see just an example how it looks like, the labs and training material. Okay. Let me return back to conversation, and I'm not presenting my desktop anymore. So during this webinar you saw some part of hacking course. You see what are we doing, how we are doing this. Of course, this course is very intensive. It's very demanding, and you need to have some technical knowledge before begin. This is it. If you have any technical question, maybe something else, you can ask me right now. Well, and you see how material looks like, and you will receive full pack of material in electronic form, virtual machines which I will prepare for you, and all the hacking tools which come with the course. It looks like this. Oops, not here. Let me close this software. I will show you. This is an example from course 8, but the 9 is the same. It's full of tools which you can either download from the internet, basically. I don't think there is something.
Are you sharing something?
Sharing some tools?
No, are you sharing the screen? Because
sorry, I've stopped. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm now presenting my screen. Just an example that they have some 20 to 30 gigabytes of tools, which you can also download from the web, of course. But when you have such a collection, it's a completely different story. So like this, for each and every module, to perform lab exercises, they present you the tools. Like this one. Well, now that's okay for tools. If you have any question, it's right time to ask. You can also use your microphone if you have the microphone. And yes, the speed of the course. What you just saw is discussable in, say, 3 hours. But this is going to be like 40 hours of such training. How to execute the RP spoofing, what to sniff, how to execute SQL injection, and everything. I'd say, frankly, we discussed things, I present something, some slides, some 20% of time. And 80% of time is the practice. Like 60% are labs, and we spend 1 day or less for exam, which is also very useful. So if you don't have questions, so Miroslav will continue with his slides, but I am still here, and we have some 10 minutes maybe to ask and for questions and answers.
Thank you, Peter. I have just last 2 slides. We promised to deliver 1 hour webinar, but my slides are
very short.
Informative. We invite you to attend our Certified Ethical Hacking version 9 course. Sorry, that is wrong. PowerPoint presentation.
Someone hacked you?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, that's the right one. So once more, we invite you to attend our Certified Ethical Hacking course on September 5 to 9. The course will lead Peter, and as he mentioned, this is going to be practical hacking live scenarios training. And it means that guys who have some experiences and the knowledge from this technical field are welcomed, and they can grow their skills and expertise during 5 days. As a part of training, EC Council exam is included, and those exams can be practiced as a pre-exam session on Friday afternoon, last day of training, and exam can be attended within 1 year from first day of training delivery. That means that you can attend and pass your exam until September 4th, 2017. So that is for first information, and second and last information is we are providing massive discount for those who will attend ethical hacking training in the September date. So for 1 or 2 enrollments, we are providing almost 11% discount. Basic price is 2,000 euros, so discounted price for 1 or 2 delegates is 1,790. And for organization able to enroll 3 or more delegates, it is even more. It is 30% discount Deadline for registration is this Friday, August 26, mean that if you are able to deliver information that you are interested and your purchase orders is on way, this is what we mean by this deadline. I would like to tell you that just after we close this webinar session, we will prepare emails and send you this information regarding ethical hacking class date and price offer and a link to a record of all webinar to your email accounts, and hope that we will keep in touch during the rest of this week. And I'm looking forward to meet you at New Horizons on September 5th and to attend ethical hacking course for you. Do you have some questions regarding those two slides I presented as last one? Okay, seems that no questions for now. So please feel free to ask any question by email or call me, and I would be happy to answer and to provide more information. We'll say it for the end. Thank you for attending this webinar. I hope that this provided some value for you. Thank you, Peter, for interesting hacking attack executions and for showing what those who would like to attend the ethical hacking training can expect from this training. And thank you for all, and hope that we will meet soon next time when we organize a similar webinar. And hopefully we will meet at the New Horizons classroom in September or later when we are delivering security trainings. Thank you and have a nice rest of the day. Bye-bye.
See you, bye.